SevereMMA, we're here at BCMMA 12, and we're here with the winner of the main event, the professional BCMMA flyweight champion, Andy Young. And, you know, a really tasty opponent in Luis Gonzalez as well. A dangerous opponent, but it seemed that your experience might have made the difference here. What did it feel like in the cage?
I feel at home in the cage. I've had a lot of fights now, and every time I go in there, it just feels like home. So I knew that going in, that I had the experience. I mean, all of his fights were kind of in the first round stoppages, whereas a lot of mine have been going to decision. I've got a lot more ring time in there, and I think I was able to use that tonight.
You know, the one thing that people can't say about you is, they can't say that you're dull to watch. It's constant pressure, always forward. People look at the record. I know records are for DJs, but 7-7 doesn't quite tell the story of what you bring to the table. Do you think there might have been some underestimation on your opponent's side, or I'm not looking for?
Yeah, well, I do know that as coach Brad Pickett had been to a few of my fights. He had commentated on a number of them, and yeah, I mean, I think he knew exactly what he was in store for, and he was well prepared for that fight. He gave me a great matchup, so all power to him. But tonight was my night.
Obviously, other than having the gold strapped around your waist, and I tend to ask this question of fighter: what are you taking? From the performance? What are you taking the most from? Forget the win. I know that's in, but what are you most pleased with how you performed today?
Well, I felt in the past I've really let the fights go to decision, and I say let that because I feel that I really could have stopped it, but I got a bit too lackadaisical in there and just let the fights draw on. But I could have stopped a lot of them, and this time I actually did pull the trigger and let everything go. Like I was telling a lot of boys I was going to do it, and I finally did it. So
in the second, when you got the top position, you started to rain down some heavy shots from top position all over the place. Were you getting to the point where you were kind of looking, where are you, ref? Because it seemed like they gave him a little bit of time to survive.
Yeah, I mean, he was moving and stuff like that, but I knew he was kind of out. I seen his eyes kind of roll back, but he was coming to in and out of consciousness, I guess. But he's a tough guy. It was hard to put him away, but I was just going to keep punching until he was completely gone. So it was a good call by the ref.
We've seen you fight on a number of UK promotions, BCMMA, FCC. You've been. What's next for you? How often are you going to defend this a couple of times? How do you?
Well, I mean, that's 2 title fights there in under a month, so I think I deserve the October off.
That's true.
So I'm going to take a few weeks here, reset, and at the end of December it'd be nice to get another fight. If there's any more title fights around the UK, I'm definitely up for it. So
I'm not going to ask you to call people out or talk shit about anybody, but it seems to me you're looking to make a run, and you're looking to make a run to the top. What names without? I'm not asking you to talk shit, but is there any names out there that you go within this weight class? You go, yeah, that's a great fight for both of us.
No, I'll just say any of the top flyweights out there. I'm ready for any one of these. So, someone step up, and I'll be there waiting.
And it was, again, a phenomenal performance. A really tough kid. It seems like your experience, but your will to want to win this fight.
The champion's heart, man. That's what I wanted to show in this fight, champion's heart. I got caught early in that fight, and I pushed through it and came back and got the win. So that was a real great victory in my own mind. So I was very happy with that performance.
And of course, you're still with Next Gen. That team's trucking over. How important are they to your evolution? And percentage-wise, where do you see yourself? How much better can you become?
Yeah, well, the Next Gen's instrumental to my success. The best team about, Rodney Muir and stuff like that, best coach. A lot to thank him for. But no, I mean, I know I can get to the very top, and that team's the one that take me there. So.